Welcome back to Switch South Africa. I'm Nikki, and today I am with a very special guest, colleague, friend of mine. She will introduce herself. I'm sure you guys know her by now. Over to you, my guest.
Hi, Switch South Africa team, family. My name is Reba. I am a motoring journalist, content creator. We're colleagues and friends, and we are here to do a video to tell you guys how we both got into this industry, into motoring. I think a lot of people have been asking both of us the same question, so we just decided to come together and actually give our experiences, because we have very different backgrounds from where we come from. I started significantly different from you.
Yes. Yeah,
so I don't know how you wanna. Do you wanna start first, or should I tell my story?
Tell your story, then I'll tell.
So
mine.
I started in 2018. I was at a publication called Kulegani on Wheels. I was there for just about a year, and then I left. And I was like, you know what, let me just try this thing on my own. I had nothing under my belt when 2019 started. Yes, when 2019 started, I had nothing under my belt. And then in April, during Easter weekend, Ford gave me a car, and the rest is history. We're here now. So that has been my journey. I started off with writing and only dabbled into video content when my second test vehicle came. That was the Kia Rio 1.4 Tech. And here now.
And what are you testing right now?
I'm testing the Nissan Magnite.
Nissan Magnite. So
Yeah.
I'll put her link in the description box below, or check the pop-up banner over there. So that's basically how she started, but we'll dive more into when you're in it, what to do, what not to do, and all of that. So how I started in 2 years after 2020, but the channel has been up since 2018. But I just started to do new car reviews in 2020. So my first test car then was the Renault Kwid. The video of the Renault Kwid is up on the channel. I'll put that in the link description, in the description box below. So I started with the Kwid. That was my first test car in 2020, and then my second car only came in 2021, and that was the sun is not sounding correctly, but it's fine. I'll put overplaced. So in 2021, that's when I got the Isuzu. So obviously, the more cars you get, obviously, so you break into different brands and all of that. So it was Isuzu then, and then Suzuki, and then I am here now. Oh, by the way, you guys are seeing this. This is my current test car. This is the Opel Mokka. You will see this video after. You should be seeing this. I think I'm gonna drop 2 videos before this, but yeah, I'm gonna drop this, but you'll see the Opel Mokka 2 videos after this. So that's basically how we started, and I jumped in straight into videography, so YouTube. I didn't write. I did do a bit of writing for Auto Advisor in 2019. And then I just decided to branch off and just do my own thing with the channel. And yeah, we are here now, a million test cars later.
Don't have lost.
Not literally, but yeah,
I've lost
a number of cars.
Yeah, there's been quite a few.
So I think just to speak about what to do with getting in the industry, I think the best thing is be yourself. Just find your niche, find where you excel, and where you make it. It shouldn't feel like a job though. You know, you should feel like you're doing this as a hobby, but it's obviously giving you return. So I found my niche. I don't like reading or writing, so I'm like, okay, I like talking, so let's do videography. There's people that prefer writing, and that's fine. So
yeah, I think you should always start with something that you're comfortable with. So I think in this era of social media, a lot of people are moving into the more digital space and digital content creating. They are now taking pictures with the cars and trying to, even if you do that, make sure that you always give very, not concise, but very in-depth content regarding the vehicle that you have with you, or stuff like that. But for me, when you start, obviously you can't just go to a brand and be like, hey, please give me a car, I want to test it, because they don't know you. There's no history. Who are you?
Please have a foundation.
So have a foundation in the sense that start with your friends' cars, tweet about cars. I would always suggest registering on Motor Press and Quick Pick. So there's press releases that come out almost every day about what the brands are doing, their new launches, their corporate responsibility. Tweet about that, post about that. Let them get to know you, because there are social media managers behind the accounts you tag. So all the Volkswagens, the Suzuki, the Mitsubishis, all the things that you tag, even if it's not a test car, the news that you put out there, they will start to see, oh, who's this person, whatever. Go to your friends, ask your friends, take pictures of the cars, research the cars properly, you know. Start off like that and post content with what you have in front of you. Ask a neighbor if your neighbor has like a little Ford Bantam or something. Like post something like that, and gain traction. Talk about it. You know, tag the brands that you're talking about, and eventually, as you have a bit of like background, if I can put it like that, you can compile all of that and send it to the various brands and be like, hey, I haven't been sitting still. I've been doing some things, and I've been chatting about your cars and what you've been doing in the industry. And I think they'll also start taking you seriously, and so I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. I always tell people that once you get your first test car, it will never be your last.
Definitely.
It will never be your last, unless you are just like, this is the only one I wanted.
I want nothing else. Yeah,
but
definitely.
Once you get your first test car, you will definitely gain more and more and more. So I think that's really all you can do, really, just to, when you're starting, you just have to put yourself out there. You have to make yourself known for car content, for producing, for just even if you just tweet that this brand donated a flipping a sound system,
a pole, for example,
something to.
They see all of that when you tag them. They see it.
So that's where you start, and that's when they get to know you and start to gain traction. And when you're on Motor Press and Quick Pick, all the press releases at the bottom of the press releases is all the contact details of the different manufacturers, the PR managers, their numbers, whatever. We do get asked for them, but personally, I am not comfortable with giving out people's personal information, because especially if it's readily available like that. So if you ask me for a certain brand's PR, for a certain brand's email or number, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm just going to direct you, because at the end of the day, it can be a thing of, hi, Reba gave me your what. Now it looks like and it's just not.
It all comes back to you.
It comes back to you. It's like, why are you giving out when it's actually readily available for everyone? So I think that's the first. Now that's on my side, that's the first thing you can do.
That's basically, she just summed it up perfectly. That's what you can do to get into the industry. And then once you're in, because sometimes don't look at what, for example with me, I shouldn't look at how many cars Reba's getting or what she's getting and feel entitled to what she has or what she has achieved. Because we have different paths.
Yes, definitely.
I could have started in 2020. And I'm in 2022 and I've gotten so many cars, and you can start in 2022 but get double the amount of cars I've gotten.
Fully.
It's everyone has their own race, their own route to success, so you can never be the same. That's one thing that you all need to understand. You can never be the same. Just choose your path, then be happy with what you're doing.
Steer clear from comparing yourself to others.
Never compare yourself.
Because
get inspiration,
but don't compare yourself. And I think the second thing that you should also remember is, once you're in and you've gotten your first test car, do not copy what the next person did or the past person did with that same vehicle. It jumps out very quickly, guys.
Don't do that.
I know, I still struggle with this even to this day. Cars are very stagnant. Okay, cars are stagnant, so it's obviously easy to do the same thing as someone else, but try and have your personality show through. You know, if you're someone who's into talking, I know with my reels and my content, I hardly talk. I know some content creators are people that are like, this is the what, they have the reels and they talk. I don't talk in reels because I know I have YouTube videos that supplement. So in my reels, it's just to show the niceties of the cars, and then I know that on my YouTube and on my website, I go into in-depth and talk about the car and just go in-depth and make sure that you guys understand the car the best way possible and try to avoid the motoring jargon that we are all used to. So authenticity is very, very important. Like, just be yourself all the time.
And then what not to do when you're in the industry. That's very different. It's difficult, that's one.
It's tricky.
What not to do. Your first test car, just because you have a car. I think this is something that a lot of people don't know. Just because you have a car, it doesn't mean that every day it must leave the house. That's one thing you need to understand. Not every day it needs to leave the house. It's fine to have a test car and then on a Monday you don't go out. You know, Tuesday you go out, do what you need to do. Just because you have a test car doesn't mean that every day I must go out. Because remember, when you do go out, there's a higher risk. The car can get damaged. But there is insurance for these cars. But at the same time, it's never a good feeling to damage a car. Because remember, another thing that a lot of people don't know is that when you do damage a car, you are damaging it for the brand, and also you might be ruining the next person's plans.
Not even the next person's plan. Your name in the game.
Your name as well in the
because
game,
now
so
you, and remember, like, you now are someone, if you've already ruined your first test car, you kind of put yourself in the mud, because how are they going to give you another one? Now they're going to be like, how? My brother.
You gave him our car the first time round, we put it in the tree,
and
all those type of things, you know. But although some manufacturers, if it's an accident, accidents do happen, so you won't get into trouble if it's an accident. But if it's negligence, then that's another story.
But I think with your first test car, keep it as kosher as possible.
Try to be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. You know.
Post the car as often as you can. Create nice content with it. And I think one thing you guys need to remember is that you do not need to be having professional photographers with your first test car. Please don't think that now you need to be spending millions and millions and millions. Don't know.
Cell phone pictures.
Your cell phone is fine.
As long as there's coverage of the car, it's fine.
You know, I know of myself that where there are pictures of a phone that did significantly better than when someone professional shot it. You know, so don't feel like, oh shucks, Nikki has this person, I need to contact this person. No, your phone is exactly fine. Start out with that, build on your platforms, whatever. And like we said, find your niche. You know, if you're someone who's gonna focus on performance vehicles, then that's your thing. If you're going to be consumer oriented, then you know that you're probably going to be reviewing a broader spectrum of cars. If you're going to be someone who's very 4x4 oriented, then you're probably going to approach brands that have that kind of vehicles. If you're going to be someone who just likes budget vehicles, you're going to be approaching brands that have a lot of budget. So your niche is very important. You start out with your phone. I started with an iPhone 7, guys.
Literally. Until today, I'm also still using my phone.
Yeah, so it's
the videos you see on YouTube, phone. There is no camera using. Cameras is pictures. And this thing of saying, no, I'm gonna wait until I have 1 million GoPros, I have a mic. Don't wait for that, because if you wait, you're never gonna start. I did the same thing. I told myself I'm gonna wait, and I waited until 2020. And then I'm like, you know what? Actually, let me just start. So for reference, if you go to my Renault Kwid video, and my last test car video was the Storm Track. If you go check that Storm Track video and the Renault Kwid video, you'll see that there is a difference in terms of quality. Meaning that the more you do content, the better you become. So, you know, so never wanna be. Don't say, oh, because Switch Off is doing it like this. Nami, I also wanna be like that. Don't do that. Otherwise, you won't grow. There needs to be growth in your content, and people need to see the growth in your content as well. And then sometimes your content will grow steadily, sometimes it will grow insanely, so you never know exactly how good you're gonna be. And just take your own lane, do your stuff at your own pace, and
and I feel like we're always here to help. You know, our platforms are open. I mean, Twitter, Instagram, we are always here to help and always here to assist you if you need this and this and that. But yeah, I think that's basically the gist of it. There's not much that goes. It's not like us telling you to study 15 million years.
Also, you don't need a journalism degree to be a motoring journalist. But go to school.
We're not saying don't go to school.
Go to school. Go to school. Go to school. But you don't need a journalism degree, diploma, certificate.
Because we have various people from various backgrounds.
There's lawyers.
There are software developers. There's engineers. There's pilots. There's HR people.
But we are here. It's all about what you can bring to the brand. So that's basically the summary of literally everything. So, but if you guys do need assistance, that you don't understand something here and there, just always reach out. I'll put Reba's Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube down in the description box below. You guys do know my channels, but I'll also put that down below.
I'm always here to help.
Just reach out. We will never ignore you. That's one thing. We are not celebrities.
Never.
We'll never ignore you.
So we'll always help you.
If we are ignoring you, you must know what you didn't say the DM, so send it again.
Or maybe we'll
So just tell it again, we'll never ignore you. We're not celebrities. We'll never
yeah,
ignore
no,
you.
we won't.
So just reach out if you need help or need assistance, need guidance, and we'll just guide you in the right direction, or the direction we think is right. And then yeah, that's basically it. From my side, I'm Nikki Nash from South Africa. She's Reba, and we're signing out.